what you're also doing is you're driving more of a divide between the toxic fan bases that exist on both sides. Team Red and Team Green, quite honestly, I've made my position on this clear. If you're a fanboy, if you don't look at things objectively, if you don't even try, you're a f***ing idiot. That's all there is to it. Being a fanboy of any corporation, be it Apple, Google, Nvidia, AMD, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? Stop. Just stop. So what Nvidia is doing is they're driving even more of a wedge here. How am I supposed to continue to cover real-time ray tracing? How am I supposed to cover RTX? It happens to be a feature that I like and I think is really cool, and I do happen to believe is the future of lighting in gaming as GPUs continue to get more and more powerful. I happen to actually think that. But now, what you're going to do is you are effectively branding Hardware Unboxed as like, you know, a Team Red media outlet because they're not fair to me. This media doesn't cover me fairly. Who do you sound like? You got to decide who you want to sound like, okay? Because you're branding them as red media, and then what you're doing effectively, because if you actually have any idea what your job is, if you're in public relations, if you actually know anything about public relations, is you are engaging with the public to create this divide. So you're going to create a divide where Hardware Unboxed is now red media and it's going to get attacked for that. And you're creating a divide where all of a sudden, just because I happen to think RTX is good, I'm now green media. And I'm going to get called an Nvidia shill just because I happen to agree with you, because you sent out a dog whistle that said you agree with us about the direction of the industry or else. That's what you did. You either respect a free and independent media or you don't. You don't get to selectively respect it. So if you acknowledge that this is a difference of opinion and not objective fact, if you don't have a smoking gun that says Hardware Unboxed is on the take from AMD, and that's why they don't cover us fairly. If you have nothing, if you acknowledge, what a stupid email to send. Like, if I was going to be evil, I'd be smarter about it. If you acknowledge that there is no reason for this other than a difference of opinion, and that, well, we could fix that for you if you would just start towing the company line. If you acknowledge that, then you have stepped over the line. You can't respect independent media and differences of opinion from one media outlet and not from another media outlet. There is absolutely no gray area. Once you have crossed that line with one of us, you've crossed it with all of us, and you've crossed it with your consumers. This email is a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. And you want to know why? Because it reads like every pathetic, toxic, fanboy wet dream of how bad and evil Nvidia is. And up until now, I have defended Nvidia at every turn. I even said last night in my first response to this tweet, I said, that really doesn't sound like the Nvidia that I know. I have defended you guys, and time again, the allegations haven't been true. But this time, it's right from your own hand. You went and said, okay, well, there's this perception of us as, you know, like the big bad green monster. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grow a little goatee and little mustache, like I'm gonna grow a little Hitler mustache or something. I'm gonna put on a monocle. I'm gonna ride around in a Zeppelin, and I'm gonna play the part. You just made every Team Red AMD fanboy's dream come true, because now when they come after me or anyone who says a bloody positive thing about you, they're gonna have real, actual ammunition. Way to go.